Hello everybody, the Adidas Pipeline Camp just wrapped up here at Nebraska behind us. As you can see, Gregg Peterson alongside Steve Sipple. Steve, pretty nice camp today. No real Nebraska type offer guys here, just guys that are on their radar.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. We got up close and personal, and my biggest takeaway of the day was actually seeing Donovan Raiola out there doing his thing. I mean, and Mike Dawson, those guys were loving it because, there's obviously a pipeline camp. It's a big man camp. So, your offensive line coach and your defensive line coach, this is what they love.
Yeah, I got kind of the chills when I saw Donovan tell the campers. He was talking about pass blocking. He said, "Get your hands out and get ready to fight." That's what we're talking about. Exactly. Yeah, Donovan Raiola was clearly in his element, and like you said, Mike Dawson. Even I saw guys out there like Dimitri Brim, clearly in his element. Yeah, it was a great camp. It's, as I said yesterday too, Greg, it's just good to see kids out competing in the big stadium.
Absolutely.
People watching. It's kind of fun.
And especially like the current players out there doing their thing, coaching too. I mean, you see Teddy Prohaska out there helping out, and Turner Corcoran, and Ethan Piper, and guys like that, and they're loving it.
They are loving it, and you mentioned it last night. I'll mention it again. Teddy Prohaska has such a big presence in this program, not only just size-wise, 6'9", 310, 320, whatever he is, just as a young guy, as a second-year player in the program, he's very mature. He carries himself with so much confidence.
Absolutely.
What I'm suggesting is he's what a left tackle should be like in a program like this. And by the way, 2 years ago, he came to this camp, Teddy Prohaska, and Sean Beckton told me today, this is where Teddy started getting confident.
He did.
And that's he kind of took that confidence from this very camp, and kind of pushed forward, and now he's a very prominent player, obviously.
And it was kind of cool, too, because there was a couple of 2024 offensive line commits here from Texas, and Teddy went up there and met him and was proud that he was from Omaha, Nebraska. But getting back to the camp, there were some standouts that we liked here on both sides of the ball. A couple offensive linemen that really stood out to you.
Yeah, Jaden Potter.
Lincoln North Star.
Yeah, Lincoln North Star kid, a class of 2024 kids on Nebraska's radar. He's good size, 6'5", 300. He jumps out at you, and I thought that's Jaden Potter. Yeah,
Yep.
And then Caleb Pyfrom. Caleb Pyfrom's an Omaha Central kid. His dad's Levon Pyfrom, who some basketball fans might remember. He was a 6'11" forward center at center in the early 2000s.
At Creighton.
Creighton, who was here watching his son. And one thing you do notice about his son, Caleb Pyfrom, is that he's got great feet for a big man, and you don't teach that. That's something you either kind of have or you don't, and he definitely has that. On the defensive end, there's a player that really stuck out to you. Who's that? Matthew Fobbs-White.
Yeah, absolutely. He was the most seasoned veteran player here on the defensive line. He's a speed rush defensive end, and he got the better of almost everybody all day long in one-on-ones. And you can just tell, he's got some offers already, and he's a guy actually that Eric Schnander had pointed out to us. And
late ad.
Yeah, he was a late add to the roster, and he was very impressive.
Matthew Fobbs-White is a name to keep in mind if you're a Nebraska fan. He's from Neville High School in Monroe, Louisiana, same high school that produced A.J. Allen. He's got a Baylor offer. He's got an Oklahoma State offer. He's got a Louisiana offer. I think he's 'a Louisiana Tech offer. He's on people's radars. Now I think he's probably on Nebraska's. He did look good. Yeah, he did look good coming off the edge at 6'3", 230. Probably the most impressive kid in the camp today.
Yeah, he might be a little bit undersized.
Yeah, he is.
But he's got the motor and he's got the skill set.
Yeah, the thing I'd wonder right away, Greg, on a kid like that is you notice what we said. He's got a Baylor offer. He's got an Oklahoma State offer. He looks a little more Big 12 oriented to me.
Could be.
Now, if he shoots to 250, then maybe my opinion changes. But yeah, he was probably the most impressive player in this camp today.
Yeah, and then there's the other best defensive lineman, a local kid out of Gretna. He had a pretty darn good day too.
Yeah, that would be Mason Goldman.
Yep.
Mason Goldman.
He's got a Wyoming offer right now.
He's got a Wyoming offer, and he does look strong. Mason Goldman out of Gretna is definitely another name that people should kind of keep in mind. Thank you, Greg.
No problem, Steve. So overall, it turned out to be a pretty good camp. We talked a little bit about, the talent level that was here. There was really good numbers here, and I think it was a very successful camp all the way around for the Nebraska coaching staff, and all the kids loved it here today.
Yeah, I'm always struck by how organized it is, the level of participation by coaches and Nebraska players. There's countless Nebraska players out here. You see Ben Hart working with guys, Corcoran. Jalen Weaver's a huge presence out here. Jalen Weaver, the young guy in the program, defensive lineman. I don't know, he's got to be the biggest guy in the team, or one of the, him and Ben Hart. They're, Gregg, it's just good to see it. And I think if you're a big time program, you have to work at all times to present yourself that way. And I think Nebraska did that today.
Absolutely. Well, that'll do it from here. So, keep logged on to On3 Nebraska and get the latest from all the gang.